Hey everyone, Mike from elevaite365 here. Today I'm just taking you through a quick guide of the Excel/CSV feature of the loop command. This is a very basic approach to data-driven testing using one of those files. Here you can see I've already spun up a test which goes to the All Vendors page, and then on step 7 I've added the loop command. Inside of the loop command, the steps themselves, it's just creating a basic vendor. So clicking New, type into vendor account, vendor name, etc. If you click into the loop command, you'll have to select the Excel or CSV loop type. Once you've done that, you'll be able to select a file variable. A file variable, you can see I've got a couple here, but you can always create a new one. Give it a name, change it from text to file, and then just upload the file as per usual. I've already got one here, which points to an Excel file. And here you can see if I go back into it, I've selected that file. Now there's also an advanced section, so if we come down here, it has a start row and an end row. So if your Excel file, your CSV file, has a header that you want to skip, make sure to change it to value 2. In my case, my Excel file, if I just open it up, just has a header and then 2 rows. Each row represents a vendor that we want to create. And for the loop, we essentially want to loop over every row, import the vendor account name and the vendor group. So let's go ahead and close that and come into the steps of the loop and just change these values. So we have the vendor account, the vendor name, and the vendor group. The first two we want to use, if we come back into the file, we want to use the first column. And then for the group here, we want to select the vendor group. So how we can do that is double click into one of the steps. Change the paste value or remove the paste value and select add variable. Come into the loop tab here and you'll see the column option here. And in the column we can select, in the column variable we can select a number which just represents the number column that we want to use as a variable. So for the first iteration, this row here, if we do column 1, it'll point to this. If we do column 2, it'll point to this. So let's select that and do the same thing for the name because we want it to be identical. And then vendor group was the second column. Select variable. Awesome. So let's go ahead and run that step. And we should see it spin up, go through the Excel file, 2 lines, and then create a vendor with the vendor count, vendor name being the first column. And then the second column being the vendor group. There we go, Excel1. Next one should be Excel1 as well. And then the group field will be 40. Great. So that's the first iteration. Now we'll click back and then move on to the next iteration, which should be Excel2. We have an error here. I know this is just part of a bug that I've seen before. I'm not too worried, but just a reminder, your test cases should always have verifications for things like that. If it doesn't have a verification, then it's not really a test. You're just automating something. Okay, Excel2, perfect. Excel2, and then 40. Excellent. So there you go. You can see how useful that is. You can load up that Excel file with many rows. Very useful for things like creating bulk vendors, putting a bunch of sales order lines in, running the same test with different parameters, different data, whatever you want to do. If you want to see how to use the other loop types, there's 2 other videos, one for the field occurrence and then one for the number or range option as well. But yeah, hopefully that shows you how to use the Excel one. If you have any questions, reach out to our team.